Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Appalachian State's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you, and he should.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Swan. With the catch, it's Sanchez. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Fresno State's offense will take the field for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They'll leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Rivers. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking to pass, it's Swan. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Makes the catch. It's Hairston. Spins away from the defense. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Working the middle. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hamlet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
And the Mountaineers will boot it away to start the second half. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first-half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but we've got a whole new half to play here. So why not come out on this first drive, make a statement, and finally get us back into the age of contemporary college football?
You sound very discouraged as I...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Touchdown, App State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick six. Doesn't get much worse than that.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? FIU has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 17 to Louisiana Tech. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 20. He lobs one high down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Ripping through the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Swan. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. There's the pressure. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grab near the marker. It's White. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Fresno State right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Finds his big tight end. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. Trying to pound it in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? 2nd and goal for the offense. Trying to pound it in.
Nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Lewis. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Back to throw, it's Swan. Looking to the big tight end. That pass is incomplete. Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Power football with the run. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fresno State. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Swan. The sure hands, it's Hairston. Only a pickup of a yard, and that's just not helping much at this point. At least the clock is stopped. Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lewis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Third down play from the gun. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hamlet. Timeout is called by the offense, 16 seconds left in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.